Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So I'm just laughing because my little dog, Lily, was looking at me like, is it time for lunch? Is it time for lunch? And I said, no, it's not time for lunch. You need to go lay down. I'm going to do Pisces. And she looked at me. She's like, she started walking away with her tail down on her head. And I saw this little bubble above her head that said, oh, fuck me and fuck my life. So anyways, Pisces, how are you? I'm going to do a reading for you. I'm going to look at October of 2022 for you. We're going to look at 3 different areas. We're going to look at career, projects, and money. So whatever kind of comes out the most for you there. If you don't actually have a career right now, it could be a project, or maybe you have a career, but you want to know about your project or your money. Then we're going to look at personal relationships and your area of growth in October of 2022. We're going to use the Crystal Intentions Oracle, the Return of Spirits Oracle, Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle, the what the heck is it called? What is it called? How am I forgetting what that's called? It's the Tarot of Positive Truth. That's what it's called, the Tarot of Positive Truth, and the Teeny Tiny Everyday Witch Tarot. So Pisces, let's get started. I'm going to try to remember to do these every month as we get closer to the month ahead. So one more for this. We're going to start with the Crystal Intentions Oracle. We're going to look at all 3 areas of your life here in October. Too many cards. Too many cards. Black Obsidian. I pay attention to what is going on around and within me. I am attentive. So interesting. Maybe you're going to be a little more attentive to things in October. Things going on around you that you really want to focus on. Okay, career, projects, and money. You have fluorite. I am smart. I am open to learning something new. I am organized. Oh, that's a great card to have for career, projects, and money. Clear thinking, release mind chatter, maintain courage and self-confidence, recognize your own intelligence, ease with problem solving. Oh, that is a nice card to have for there. So, I feel like if you haven't had your confidence about certain things that have to do with career, projects, or your money, you're going to kind of get that confidence. You're going to realize, you know what, I am pretty smart. I'm capable of doing this. I can do it. I have the answers to some of these questions. Open to learning something new. So there could be, maybe if this is work, like there could be, new credentials that you might explore in your work. Could be a whole new line of work that maybe you're thinking about and wanting to learn something new here. And being organized, that's really nice too. So you might actually have a couple things going. Like if you're learning something new, you might still be doing what you always do, like with career or a project, or I was gonna say money managing, but literally laundering. So I don't know who is coming to my reading. Maybe you'll be more organized with your money laundering. I don't know. So people could be watching from anywhere, really. Okay. But I see you like kind of like maybe even having a few things to balance here, but you find yourself quite capable of doing it. I don't know. I just kind of feel like too that some of you might be taking a bit of a leap here to do something new. And you just kind of like, you know what, I can do it. I can do it. And I like that. It's just like you realize you're smart enough to do something here. All right, something. Personal relationships. What do you have for this card? My life glides forward with ease. I am mindful. I think and act with positive energy. Orbicular jasper. Wow. Unlimited possibilities. Relax into the flow of a happy life. What goes around comes around. Attract goodness and love. I want to say, I feel like your personal relationships have a nice balance in October. It seems like they're kind of gliding forward. So, oh, you didn't like it over there? She's going to lay in her bed now. She's still got that walk. Yeah, your personal relationships look like you're going to be mindful though, too. It was like that obsidian card that came out. I can't remember what it said, but it was something about like you just, in a sense, being kind of mindful and being really present. Maybe being even more in tune. I feel like Pisces is probably really in tune naturally with the people around them, being quite empathic and empathetic also. I really think that I feel like you will be kind of in tune with what's going on with the people around you. And if somebody's maybe perhaps having a difficult day, but other people aren't really picking up on those cues, I think that you will be picking up on those cues with the people around you, and that you will kind of be the positive light going on for people in October. Your area of growth is the ruby. Vital life force flows vibrantly through me. I am grateful for my energetic passion for life. Wow. It looks like you have an energy boost coming in October. Your energy is going to be picking up. You're going to feel really vital. Your vitality, right? It's really going to, maybe you're doing things. Maybe you're spending more time in nature. Maybe you're exercise. Actually, it's kind of funny. It's making me think of my Pisces friend, because her and I are going to share a personal trainer and do a little exercising. So your vitality, right? Yeah, that's nice. You have some nice cards here. But they're oracle. Like they're oracle. So let's see where it goes. At the bottom, you have blue lace agate. It is easy for me to express myself. I am understood. I hear what others are communicating. Yeah, I really feel like you are the one in tune in October. Speak the truth. Listen well. Have the courage to say what you need to say. Be heard. Read between the lines. You are a vehicle of communication in October. You really are like, I feel like body language communication, the things that are left unsaid, like reading between the lines, your mind is really on the ball in October. But then I also see, like, though, the area that's really picking up for you is your vitality. And your passion for life too, though, right? Being grateful and really finding an energetic passion for life. This is like being excited. I'm excited about life. What the hell am I going to do today? That's the area of your growth in October. So if you haven't been feeling that, that's going to pick up for you in October. All right, let's keep adding to this. Return of Spirit. What does the Return of Spirit Oracle deck have to add? It's October 2020 reading for Pisces. I used to do these a long, long time ago, and I stopped. Oh, well. Voice and rejuvenation. Wow, really rejuvenating your communicate. I'm telling you, you're a communicator. You're observing, like you're picking up cues, but you are also expressing. But you are expressing in a way that is really, I want to say really balanced in terms of whatever you're dealing with people. You're almost like the perfect mediator. And I don't feel like any sense of compromise in yourself with that. All right, career projects and money. Vibrational. Ooh, there's something kind of starting to come to the surface for you. You're feeling a shift here. You're feeling a distinct change. If your thoughts are even now, because I'm doing this in September, towards the middle end of of September. I do feel like you're developing some new ideas here. And these new ideas are really kind of changing how you feel about things. Excuse me. I don't feel like you're tapping into something. I really do feel like some of you are getting ready to do something new here. If it's not like, I want to feel like it's kind of career based. It could be project too. Whether it's like your physical career job or like some sort of passionate project that you have here. If you're not full on thinking about going in a completely different direction, like, and I mean going from, say you're an accountant and you know what? I'm going to be an actress. So like there's a big shift. I do feel like you're leveling up here somehow in October. And I don't know that you're actually taking the action to do it, but I think that your mind is coming around it. That's the part. And that's often like the first obstacle in everything, anything really, is our mindset. So that's really opening up here in October. And that is really changing your frequency. And I also feel like it's changing, you know, the opportunities that could appear around you. And you're going to be organized. So I do feel like because of the organization, it enables you to also take on something more than you are right now. There is that feeling for some of you that you could be, like maybe you've been really career minded. And I just feel like things are organized in a certain way that it's giving you a little more time. And maybe this is something that you will do more project based for yourself. You're going to be learning something new, and it's going to be changing even how you feel and how you think about things for yourself and around you. Personal relationships, the orbicular Jasper, Storm. Wow, you glide with ease here, right? So there might be some things, like I said, almost like the mediator. The Storm. Some things, I don't know that these are relationships like just one-on-one with you. If they are, you handle them really well. If there are some one-on-one relationships you have with people that are a little bit topsy-turvy, maybe the emotions run high, maybe there's some big changes in these relationships, you glide through it with ease. It is also kind of, I want to say in a way, like guidance, right? Relax into the flow of a happy life. What goes around comes around. Attract goodness and love. So if there are some things going on around you that are not the most positive, just remember like what you want to invest in, right? Think and act with positive energy. I am mindful. Yeah, there could be but it feels more like some of it does come up a bit, like I'm getting that feeling of one-on-one relationships with you. But it feels more like even perhaps observing a friend or observing a colleague, and you just being really mindful. And I don't mean like this isn't a cause or an indication that, oh, you're going to have to get into their business and help them solve anything. It's not like that. Because of the mindful and I think and act with positive energy, I am really picking up that you might notice, like let's say it's at work and you notice somebody and just the way they hang up the phone after a conversation, you're like, something's going on with them. They got a lot going on, or they're upset about something. And like it's just so, like you notice that and you're thinking, you know, I'm going to go get myself a cup of tea. I'm going to walk by their desk and see if they would like me to make them a cup of tea and bring it back to their desk for them. You know, like it's just like that. It's just like just little things like that I feel like you incorporate into your day-to-day that make little differences in people's lives who might be going through something difficult. If it's something that you're going through that's quite difficult, I see you like, I need to get myself a cup of tea. I need to take a few breaths. I don't see this ruffling your feathers. Okay, now your area of growth is your vitality and your excitement about life. Change of mind. Wow. You change your mind, you change everything. Feeling inspired about a project here that you have or your career, and it gets your mojo going. You're feeling excited about things. That's nice. October is a time to feel excited about things for you. Faith is at the bottom, and assistance and love. I'm really just doing one at a time on the underline, but faith. So I feel like your faith in yourself really increases here. I love this. I am smart. I am smart. You can't tell me otherwise. So there might even be something coming around for you in October. Like it could be something that you're doing right now. Maybe you tell your boss, you know, that brainstorm session that we all did together and we're trying to come up with an answer, but we couldn't really come up with something that seemed to work. I just thought of this. What do you think of that? I'm like, no, I don't know about that. Well, I just say, you know what? Let me see. I'm going to spend a little bit of time because I'm organized. I'll see if I can implement it and we'll see what it does. And so it's almost like you might do something now that maybe people would think, well, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't see how that's going to make that much of a change. But then it's kind of like in October. It's like, see, I am smart. I can come up with these ideas. All right, let's now go to the wisdom of the house of night. You know, even with the orbicular jasper, I think it's one of the only stones that is a perfect orb in that deck. And just like what goes around comes around. It's really interesting. So that does also feel like anything that you've invested in with people, good stuff, you're going to get good stuff. If there's been any manipulation or deceit in the past, anything that could be associated with more negative energies, you could get that too with the storm. All right, let's see what the wisdom of the house of night has to add to Pisces, October 2022. All right, career, projects, money, fluorite, and vibrational. Trapped. Wow. Gosh, maybe there's like something that you feel like you can't, but you are going to get out of this. Whatever this is, you're going to figure yourself out. You're feeling trapped. But you're literally also feeling like you're smart enough to figure this out. And you're open to learning something new here. And it could even be your thinking was trapped or confined. That's changing. Big shift in your thinking in October. These birds too, and I think it is like the crow or the raven, are the two of the most intelligent birds. I am smart. Whatever this is that maybe makes you feel confined, if it's just like convincing you intellectually, like the Eight of Swords, like I can't do this, that's not for me, there's a shift coming, vibrational. Your frequency. You might be feeling trapped in your job. You might be feeling like, you might be feeling kind of pigeonholed or labeled, like, you know, that whole idea too, like you might spin something past your boss and it's like, well, I don't really see how that's going to make much of a change. But the organization is key here, because I feel like organizing your thoughts, perhaps even creating like a really beneficial system around you, which also saves your time. And in doing that, you find like solutions to things that you wouldn't have had the time to find solutions for as well. And this gets you out of feeling like pigeonholed or confined or hitting a ceiling here, like a glass ceiling. You can't go beyond what it is that you're trying to do or achieve or make. Personal relationships, orbicular jasper and storm. Confidence. I think some of you might be moving away from storms. My life glides forward with ease. And this confidence card is about kind of moving on your own here too. So you could be moving away from some relationships that have been stormy, that have been complicated, that have been confusing. Whatever those things could be. They could be up and down. Yeah, right? I think and act with positive energy. You guys might be making some choices about relationships in your life in October. And maybe up until October, you're not really sure if could I really do this? Could I move away from this friend group? Or could I stop investing myself in something that doesn't feel like it's particularly healthy? There might even be one thing in particular in October that happens and it becomes sort of like the climax of a decision for you. It looks like in this decision, you kind of choose to go in the direction where things are just, life is much more simple. And this is like a really positive direction. So I feel like for some of you, there might be a friendship. There might be a deeper relationship. Could be a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a spouse even, whatever this could be. But I feel like you just decide what your direction in this is. And you do seem to be picking the direction of gliding forward with some form of ease here and sticking with mindful and positive energies. But there is some confidence that's required in doing this. Your area of growth, Ruby, and changing your mind. I want to say too, I feel like you might change your mind about how much you're really capable of doing. Even thinking of my Pisces friend and her and I going and exercising. Like, you know, you might go in with an intention thinking, well, I'm only capable of this, or I'll only accomplish that. And then you kind of really start to understand what you're capable of doing. Thinking, wow, no, I could do more. I could be more. I can accomplish more. Playful. I love it. This is really a sense of finding like happiness and exploring the things. Like this is a passion for life. You're going to find more time to play. That's the area that you're going to grow the most in, Pisces, is playfulness, being excited and passionate about life. Your mind is going to change about some of these things. Maybe you've been feeling like kind of down in the dumps. Maybe you've been feeling more negative. In October, that's changing. All right, maybe there's something here going on at work that's been making you feel this way. But I think you're going to think your way out of it. I think you are. Honesty and hope. Well, wow, strength. God, that's beautiful. Honesty, hope, and strength. Aren't those two wonderful things to like, well, all three actually, but hope and honesty. Like hope is just a positive energy and honesty is just, well, one of the hardest things to find in this world. I'm kind of getting, I think I've had this song for you before. Billy Joel, Honesty. That's a really deep song. I'm sure I channeled that for you in the summer. The summer or the spring of this year. So go check that out. Billy Joel, Honesty. That might have something to do with personal relationships here for you. Realizing that the relationship you want to invest in are relationships where there's hope and honesty. Those are the strong relationships in your life. So now we're going to add a tarot card to each one of these cards. I think I need to put the heat on in the house. I was just saying that in the quiz. I had to turn the fan off. It was like 6 degrees Celsius this morning here. It was just a few days ago. I had the air conditioning on. It's crazy. They say about Canada, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes and it'll change. That is really true. Okay. Fluorite, career projects and money. Woo, the 10 of Cups. I am smart. I am open to learning something new. I am organized. And you are on your way to emotional fulfillment. You are finding bloody rainbows. Good for you. I feel like though you could be driven by things that you want to do for your family. There could be things that you want to specifically do for your family and explore for your family. And that's your motivation, like to do something here. And it could be maybe you're feeling trapped at work. Maybe you don't have a lot of vacation time. Maybe you don't have a lot of benefits. But you are coming up with answers here. And these answers are really about the things that make you feel really good. This could be money for the family too. Coming up with new creative ways to organize and budget yourself. Not launder, but maybe some of you are. Vibrational. The 5 of Pentacles. Ah, that is different, right? Because this person is on the outside looking in. And I want to say even too, like, because these coins are here, it's almost feeling like maybe you feel trapped or unable to move towards the things that you want to because of money. Like maybe there's sort of that mindset that's in there. I don't have the money to do it. I don't have the money to take that course. I don't have the money to buy the car that would look right for that position, or, you know, anything. I don't have the money to buy the outfits that would go with that job. You could definitely be making a switch here from certain monetary things, like hopes based on those monetary things, and realizing like the really important stuff here. with the Ten of Cups. It also feels like to me with vibrational and Five of Pentacles and fluorite and Ten of Cups that it's a bit of a mindset, right? A change of mind, a mindset change in terms of instead of focusing on what you don't have or what you wish you had, is focusing on like seeing like the blessings in your life. And then you realize, yeah, like, hey, look what I have in my life. These are really good things. Now, what is this trapped? Jeez, 10 of Swords. That is difficult. That is difficult. We'll have to clarify that. Trapped in a painful ending? Trapped in a painful ending. Or trapped and not able to end something. Like maybe there's something that you want to end here. Maybe it does have to do with career or project or even a mindset on money or... It's because this bird seems like he can't get out and meet this Ten of Swords. Because once you hit the Ten of Swords, it's over. We will clarify that. But okay, so well, I mean, I want to say if there is something, some sort of project or career or even your money that you're feeling trapped in and you just want to finish the cycle, but you can't do it. I feel like here you're starting to shift and you're not going to let it affect like your emotional well-being and how you define success. Even if physically it doesn't look like the success is showing up, it's showing up in you emotionally. So personal relationships, we have orbicular jasper, the Eight of Pentacles, which is funny. Now this is about putting the work in, right? It's kind of funny that would come out over here when we're just talking about career and projects. But this is, it could be personal relationships in your work environment. And I do, like, actually I said that as an example. I'm seeing somebody hang up the phone, like a cubicle or two across from you. And you just kind of know, like, you are that person. You put the work in here. You're really actually putting a focus on your personal relationships, the ones that glide forward with ease. So I also don't see you in October spending a lot of time chasing down friendships or people that don't return calls or you never hear from, and it always feels kind of one-sided. You're just focusing on the positive ones. That's where you're putting your work in. The Storm. The Two of Swords. Oh, God. Yeah, this is, like, yeah, she's trapped in a mind storm. She's trapped in a nightmare. But she can't see her way out. God, this is really bringing up a feeling of, I haven't had one of these kind of dreams in a long time, but it's that feeling of, you know, well, even mostly too, like, well, if you have a spouse or you're younger and a parent or someone, you're having a bad dream and you start hollering in the dream, like, help, help, help. And then, but what you actually start articulating it like through your actual mouth and you're yelling for help. But you can't wake yourself up from this dream. That's an interesting connection here because it's like you can't wake yourself up from some sort of bad dream. You can't get yourself out of it. But what I'm saying is, okay, where I didn't finish that thought was like, you know, a parent or someone else coming in or a spouse is like, wake up, Pisces, you're having a bad dream. What? It's like, almost like there's something that there's something that you need here to wake you up from some sort of a bad dream. But with the Two of Swords, you're not getting it. I'm wondering if it's connected over here somehow with a project or money. It might be career. Somebody that, like, maybe there's someone you know at work and you also have a personal relationship with them. Because both these cards feel like trapped. Trapped in a nightmare. Trapped in a storm. Have you ever done things in a dream too to try to wake yourself up because this is not going right? I need to get out. I know this is a dream. This has got to be a dream. It's got to be a dream. You can't. Wake up, wake up. Have you ever been, I've been able to do that a couple times with myself, like vocally, and wake myself up. Something here. Whatever it is, I don't feel like it's rectified in October, but you decide to look in a different direction. You put your focus on something else. You put your focus on the relationships that move nicely for you. And now confidence. Ooh, the sun. Okay, I'm also getting too with your personal relationships, kind of the feeling of if you've had a bad dream and you have difficulty shaking it. And it's really funny because I had one last, well, it was bad, but it was weird. It was just, and I felt it all day. And that gives me the creeps. That's the part that really bothers me, is that I continue to feel it all day. And so I'm picking that up here with this storm and Two of Swords, like even the confidence, you keep having the confidence to look away or not invest your energy or your mindset on some relationship here that it feels like a bit of a nightmare and a storm that you can't get out of. You want to hear my dream? It was so freaking weird. You guys analyze it all you want. I walked into, I was taking a forensics course, which I thought, well, this is going to be interesting. I've always thought, I'm fascinated too with trying to pull out the information from these cards. I thought I should have been a detective or forensics or something like that. So I walk in and it's like a lab room, like a high school lab room. And there's these packages wrapped up in white paper and plastic in front of everyone. There's an empty seat waiting for me. And as I'm approaching the seat, they're unwrapping the packages. You know what was in the package? They were arms, like dislocated arms. I guess people that donated their bodies to science was actually the first thing I thought when I went like, what the fuck is this? There's like a table. It's like a wide table where there's people sitting in front of you looking at you, like a lab room. And then there's like, you're looking at them and then people beside you. So I sat down and I thought, I'm not going to like this part of the course. I'm not going to like this. And they were so excited. The people were they were so friggin' excited. And some of the arms and hands were a little bit mutilated. Some were at different levels of decomposition. I found it to be disgusting. I had to unwrap mine though. So I unwrapped it. As I'm unwrapping mine, the dude beside me ate his. It's like, oh my God, he's eating it. I think I turned. I don't know. I felt like someone guided me into the room, like a teacher or an instructor, a guide. I don't know what. And I turned to tell them, like, I don't think this is the right course for me. And when I turned back, the fingers were eaten off of mine, and I know who did it. It was him. I'm like, this place is too much. I can't. And they were like, God, this is great. I can just eat up this knowledge. I was like, I need to fucking wake up now, because this is just not right. I don't know. So that is one of the weirdest dreams I think I've ever had. And I wasn't terrified. I was kind of like disgusted mostly. But it won't leave me. And that's what I feel like is this. I'm walking around today and I can just see the details in that dream and the feelings of it, and I can't shake it. It could even be a relationship from the past, Pisces, and it just is like, I just can't shake it in my waking hours. I kind of feel like you do. I kind of feel like at some point you do start to accomplish this with confidence. You're starting to see the sun at the end of the tunnel. But I do feel like the key here for you in these personal relationships to start to see the sun is putting the work in where life moves forward with ease. Don't focus on the things that you can't move or change. All right, so your area of growth, Ruby. Oh, the Three of Swords. Wow. So if there's something in your life or something that's been in your life that has had you feeling sort of sad, heartbroken, I was really interested in this card, right, where there's like a man walking off in the distance. So if there's been something to that level, maybe there was a breakup, maybe someone's left your life, maybe like someone has passed on, or maybe there was a breakup, regardless of what this was. It does feel like somehow someone leaving your life in whatever way that is. But it's funny because it feels like there's something here that you can't get to leave your life. So I don't know. Or maybe you're stuck in the nightmare of that. You're really moving past it, my dear Pisces friends. Like, you are finding your life force. You're finding your vibrancy, your vitality, and finding kind of an energetic passion for life again. So that's nice. Just don't come into my dreams. Oh my God. Change of mind. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So something, perhaps some sort of new beginning that you wanted for yourself, you might be seeing it very differently in October. This is a big area for you to start growing in. I don't know. I'm wondering if it's connected to career, projects, and money here. You might have had an intention about something and you felt like you couldn't do it or you couldn't afford it. You felt trapped about it. But right then you started saying, no, I'm smart. I'm open to learning something new and I'm organized. But this brings your emotional fulfillment. So it's like that change of mind. Like, see, I said this in, I think I said this in Aquarius's extended. It's going from, and it's like this here in yours, in YouTube, is going from like seeing the cup as half empty to seeing it as half full. And so you have there's a new beginning here for you. Some area of your life that really does show up in the physical. And it might even change your mind about things going on around you. Part of this, though, does feel like you see this new beginning because of your mind change. And then you have playful. Oh, Ace of Wands. Very. Oh, there's all of that energetic passion for life. I don't know. Some of you, maybe you might be joining some groups or starting some sports or games, even cards. I don't know what it could be for you. But you're finding some exciting things to focus on in October. Even though there's still something here that, I don't know, you're trapped. You can't end something. And it's like Cindy's nightmare in the forensics class. The Five of Wands. I just can't believe that dude ate the arm. And then when I turned around, he ate the fingers on my arm. Not my arm, but the one I unwrapped. The Five of Wands. So, yeah, there's still some things that are a little bit conflictive. You know, I'm just going to clarify your trapped in Ten of Swords and your Storm and Two of Swords. It really kind of says, too, like, try not to let your mind get caught up in this. Because that really affects how everything moves forward for you. Trapped in the Ten of Swords. The Death card. What was this trying to come out? The Nine of Swords. Wow. And the Ten of Wands. Holy shit. Wow. If you can find a way to move beyond that, you're something else. Jeez. Oh yeah. You can't think about this. Whatever this is. It does feel like something that you may not have a lot of control over. But if you spend too much time focusing on it, it will just change it'll change how you see and think about everything. I mean, you can't win for losing with whatever this right here is. All right, the song just came in for you. You got another one. When I get knocked down, I get up again. And that's gonna bring me down. I get knocked down. I get up again. That's gonna bring me down. I get knocked down. And that's what I see here, though, with you in something. Like, I'm not gonna let this get me down. I do feel like it is connected to how you focus on relationships. But now let's look at the Storm and the Two of Swords. Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Whoa, look at this. You know, this is starting to, I feel like almost starting to wake up from something. Whatever this is. There's different ways that you can find your dream here. There's different ways that you can pursue a dream for yourself. And it might, I like this, I am organized, because it might have an awful lot to do with how you look at different options, like legit options in your life, and how you can utilize those to your benefit. Oh, Seven of Swords is at the bottom. Maybe somebody's a sneaky son of a bitch. I don't know, there's something here. Everything is good except something that feels like you don't have much control over. I'm going to go do the extended Pisces. In the extended, I'm going to look at the most unexpected changes for you in October. Until then, my friends, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.